Welcome to the Women's Tackle Football Group. I am Coach Lee of the Las Vegas Showgirls, and I'm hoping you're enjoying this website. It was put together to bring together women of all teams, leagues, and associations to come together and talk face to face about the evolution of women's football from the past to the future and things that we can do to help and network with each other. I am a firm believer in promoting women's football, and unfortunately, some teams, some leagues don't agree that we should be promoting women's football as a whole. With that in mind, we, the Las Vegas Showgirls, have decided to pursue other opportunities out in football land due to the fact that difference in opinions and philosophies of all the leagues. All the leagues have the same faults. We feel and believe that not only the players should benefit from the fact of playing football, but also the owners of these teams should also benefit by being included into leagues, but not excluding people because of their race, their gender, or their affiliation. And some of those things have been put out there. I'm not one who starts rumors, or I'm not one who try to get stuff started. I've been part of a lot of rumors, and I have not spoken on none of the chat boards because I thought that didn't make any sense. There's no faces, no names attached to it. You hide behind a fictitious name. Well, that's what this site is all about. Putting faces with names, names with faces, and allow us to have an open dialogue to talk about what's going on in women's football. So, you're hearing it from the horse's mouth. We are no longer affiliated with the IWFL due to promotional differences. We feel that we could have done some great things, but if we have different philosophies, then we can't work together. And I've been part of women's football for 4 years, and the biggest issue with women's football is the fact that we can't come together and work together to help support each other. And that's what this site is all about, to help and support, to talk about, to dialogue, and to share ideas. And I'm going to continue to do that if my team is playing or not. My whole thing is I'm a firm believer of women's football. I believe there's great opportunities for women in the sport. But again, we're going to have to come together and make some sense out of this and not allow the powers that be dictate each and everything that goes on. If you want to look at a good role model or a model to follow, don't reinvent the wheel. Just look at the NFL. The NFL has been around for 75, 80 years, and it's had its trials and tribulations, but it also has grown, and it has listened to not only the players, not only the owners, and the fans, and that's what made the NFL the great league that it is. And until we, as football players, as football coaches, as football owners, and as leagues come together, we will always have this turmoil of going from one league to the next league. So again, where is the power at? The power is truly in the hands of the players, believe it or not. Without the players, there will be no teams. Without no teams, there will be no leagues. So again, this is not written down. This is not a Terrell Owens speech was written in front of me. This is coming from the heart because I truly believe that this site is the true purpose of what women's football is all about. Coming on here, talking about it, the good, the bad, the ugly, it doesn't matter. The fact is, if we can put a name and a face with a name, then it's all okay. Keep it professional. Say what you got to say. Everybody has an opinion out there. I didn't make this board to be a Coach Lee board. I made this for you, the fans of football, the players of women's football, the coaches of women's football, the owners of women's football, and the leagues of women's football to come together in dialogue. So if I'm being punished, hey, I'll do that. But there's always something else out there to do. There's always another league starting up. There's always somebody who just want to play. And the bottom line, like I tell my girls, hell, If we just got to go independent, we'll travel all over the United States to play anybody, anywhere, any place, anytime. And that goes to all teams. That's not being, a super promoter or whatever. The fact is, if my ladies want to play football, we're willing to do that. So again, welcome to the women's tackle football board. Again, we're going to talk this out. That's what this board is all about. So go out, recruit your players, your coaches, your owners. Have them get on this site. We need a forum to talk. That was the whole reasoning behind the women's football camp and conference. It wasn't all about Dion. It wasn't about me, as it's been told on several blog shows and emails that I've seen. Like I said, I kind of stay off the boards because it's not about me. It's about us. Women football players, women football coaches, and women football owners, and women football leagues. So if you have any comments or anything, please put them on the forum. Let's talk. Let's get out there so that we can move forward. Put all this kitty cat knick-knack back, from 8 to 10 years ago in a bag, and let's get moving forward. This game is only going to progress based on what you do and what you say, and it's only going to get better if we put in some good thought and some good dialogue and understand that we all have flaws and we all have ideas, but we got to compromise and be willing to open up to new ideas and not slander them or shut them down because they're not your ideas. So again, this is Coach Lee. Again, I want to thank you to the Women's Tackle Football Group Board, and feel free to email, feel free to call, do whatever. We want to talk. All right. So again, thank you, and continue pursuing your dreams of being a football player, football coach, football owner, and football league.